Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. EQA Nostalgia here, and I'm really hyped for tomorrow because it is the playtest of Monsters and Memories, 1 p.m. It's on November 11th, so if you're seeing this too late, well, don't worry. There's one coming up in December, but I'm going to be talking about that in a second. All the classes are going to be in the game for you guys to check out right away. They're going to have human, dwarf, halfling, ogre, gnome, and goblin. And I'm not sure if they got all the female versions done for that. Actually, I think they did this morning. I think Goblin finished that up this morning with the Ogre. So, yeah, you're going to have plenty of options there. Now, those aren't all the races. If you haven't seen my video doing that, I'll put it up on the screen now for you guys to check out. I highly recommend you check out their streams, and they're listening to feedback. I mean, they were asking the community, hey, what should we use for passive spells? And I said, why don't you use like a merchant scale?
What's a good icon for combat and non-combat traits? Yo, merchant scale? Holy shit. EQOA? You fucking... I think that's better than a book.
And they started to draw it into the game, and poof, there it was. Right away, it's in the game, and it just kind of blew my mind. Now, I don't know if they're going to use that when the game comes out proper, right? But just the fact that they're willing to listen to the community, that not only are they willing to listen, but they want to get good ideas from the community. And yeah, man, they watch the videos we make. They're not, they don't have their hand out asking for money. They're just saying, hey, we're making something cool. If you like it, well, then support us once the game is out. And man, that's a breath of fresh air. Also, I'd like to point you guys to the Discord. It's been growing pretty fast ever since they had that spot on the MMORPG subreddit, which is a really tough crowd. There's a lot of really jaded gamers over there, MMORPG gamers, and it did really well over there. I was kind of worried when they posted it. I was like, oh no, this might just get dunked on, but nope. People are really loving what they're seeing from this, and things are starting to grow, so I'll ask you to go over there as well and help them to grow. I will point you to their streams and also to their YouTube channel just to kind of support them and get the ball rolling on this thing because, well, as many of you are aware, it's not easy to get awareness. It's just not easy to raise that awareness. The algorithm kind of fights against you. And it's just not easy, man. So I'm going to ask everybody to support them now and just kind of get behind them. Like I said, they're not taking anybody's money. They're being really transparent. And yeah, I think it's time that they get a little bit more optics out here. Now, just so everybody's expectations are tempered here, this is a stress test that's only going to be about 2 or 3 hours long. So what they're doing with this is preparing the way for the next big stress test, December 9th, which is going to run about 34 hours. So I'm really looking forward to that. But tomorrow's going to be cool too. And well, hopefully it's not a crash fest. I don't think it will be. Because Ali and them guys, they're really talented, and I don't want to put any pressure on them, but I've noticed that when they were having issues during the first test, man, it did not take them long to straighten that out. They were really quick to get a couple other servers up, and just they stabilized everything really, really fast. But I've been watching them develop this game in stream because most of the developers are streaming this almost every day, if not every day. And it just looks really nice. Everything has come along super fast. I mean, I remember when all the characters in the game were these little capsule dudes. And, well, if you take a look at that to now, it's just been insanely fast. And I hate to compare it to other MMOs. I don't want to say any names here, right? But there's MMOs that have been in development for like 10 years, and they don't look like they've come anywhere near as far as this game. And I think that's because they have a realistic scope. They knew what they wanted this to be from the jump, and that's very important. I think it's critical that developers know exactly what they want before they start to work on the game, and I think that's reflecting in what we're seeing here. To me, this game looks like EverQuest Online Adventures 2. And now, I'm not trying to step on the developers' toes or anything. They're definitely doing their own thing here. But I mean, look at the aesthetics of this game, man. Look at the aesthetics of this game, and then compare and contrast it to EQOA. I mean, they're not exactly the same, but it's a very colorful game. It's not using that World of Warcraft Disney style. It's got its own thing going on. It's still got that, I don't know, almost EverQuest 1 grounded in reality look to it. They're using like this low polygon look to it, but it doesn't make the game look ugly. I don't know. You would think that low polygon would be garbage, but no. Stylistically, it's still beautiful, and I think that goes to show you that things don't have to be face-meltingly new to look really nice. And it's hitting those nostalgia notes for people around that 1999 era. For myself, that would be like the PlayStation 1 console. Since I was a console pleb all the way up until the 360 era, when I finally switched over and started to play Burning Crusade. But that's neither here nor there. It's hard for me to really put my finger on it. All I know is EQA has been gone for like 10 years. And, you know, God bless the guys that are working on the private server for EQOA. But that's been in development now for like 10 years. They're just doing volunteer stuff. Those guys are learning how to code as they go along. And they're basically reverse engineering the game. So it's taken a long time. And at this point, I think that we're going to have a foot in the door with Monsters and Memories before they're able to get that out the door. Personally, that's just the way I see it. For me, I don't know. I just got a really good feeling about this game, man. I feel like this is the one finally, right? I mean, there's been a lot of broken hearts over the years, and our community is kind of jaded. The MMORPG community in general, it just feels like we're a bunch of jaded old folks who, you know, our only options are private servers, and, you know, if we're lucky. Like I said, EQA doesn't even really have that. We have the free roam, but it's just incredible to me. Taking a look, like, I mean, look at the water here. It already looks really nice. And I plan to have a video coming up where I talk about how this is pretty much EQOA 2, and just to make some comparisons on the different camps and the way that it looks. So hopefully you guys will join me with that one. But yeah, I'm really hyped for this. And hopefully, now I can't speak for the devs, but hopefully they'll extend this playtest a little bit longer if things go well, because they've done that in the past. They did that with the original April test, and I'm not sure if they did that with the July test. I ended up missing it, but I think that they extended it. But anyways, here's hoping that things go smoothly so we all get to play for a while. Now, I want to hear from you guys down in the comments. Like I said, all the classes are going to be available to you, so I want to know what you're going to be trying out, race and class-wise. And yeah, man, I look forward to seeing you guys there. I'm probably going to be playing a goblin called EQA Nostalgia. I don't know if I'll be able to fit the whole name in there, so it might be like EQA Nostal or something like that. But you guys should be able to recognize me. Picking me out of a crowd, that might be a little difficult. I'm going to try my best to get down in the Wormsbane Temple. And I'll probably die a lot trying to get in there, but I want to get some video just for future videos coming up. And one of the developers kind of said, I don't think you guys will ever get down into here, because there's a spot where there's a doorway that they removed the mesh for, but they still can't get through there. And a bunch of us are like, all right, challenge accepted.
What is going on? Oh yeah, no one's going to go that deep. I'm just kind of putting it in my mind that I need to fix that and look into it. Because yeah, no one's going to get down here in that short of a time window.
So it would be really hilarious if we could get a whole bunch of noobs to just zerg into that dungeon and try to get down there. Now, bear in mind, it's very, very dark without a torch, and when you die, you drop your torch. So this is quite the challenge, but I kind of want to put that challenge forward for the community. I don't know if that, that's going to go anywhere. My channel is really small, but yeah, I'm putting that out there. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, remember to rate it thumbs up. If you're new here and you're looking forward to Monsters and Memories, man, I'm going to be covering it a lot on this channel. So hit that subscribe button. God bless, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.